Hello and welcome back to LeeReader. My name is Lee, if you hadn't already guessed, and today I'm going to give you my TBR list for February. Now the good thing about this February is that it starts on a Sunday, which is technically the start of my work week, so I can aim to start a new book every Sunday for like the next 4 weeks, which is going to be great. Now my TBR list for February is very short, but I am a naturally slow reader. I really like to read things and get like involved in them, and I can't really skim read that well, so I do read quite slowly, so my list isn't that long, but I'm going to try to read at least 4 books throughout February. But before I start my February books, I have to finish my last January book, which is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. If you haven't heard about this book, I really recommend it. It's great for fans of The Walking Dead, The Hunger Games, or anyone really who likes post-apocalyptic world type stuff. I know a lot of people recommend this book, but I'm reading it and I'm really enjoying it, so I really do recommend it. So let's move on to my list. So I'm going to kick off February with a bit of YA, and my first book choice is Alex as Well by Alyssa Brugman. Now I picked up this book at the same time I picked up The Art of Being Normal. They were on the same table. This is a book that's about identity, relationships, sexuality, gender, all in your teenage years, and it looked like a good read. It's a nice short book by the looks of it, so hopefully this won't take me that long, but I've read the blurb and I really like the idea of the book. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better than The Art of Being Normal, because I was a little bit disappointed by that, but I have high hopes for this book. Second on my list we have The Bees by Lillian Paul. I have never been more intrigued by a book cover in my entire life until I saw this. I picked it up at my local Waterstones and I read the back, and it is about a young bee named Fauna, who is a female bee who's kind of lower down in the sort of class system in the world of bees, and it's almost like a political activist book from what I've read, and it's about her relationship with the queen and how obviously she can't be queen, and I think it's almost like a bit of a rebellion book, but it looked really good, and like I said, I loved the cover, so I'm hoping this book's going to be really good. I've heard good things about it from some people who I know have read it, and I'm just hoping that it is good. So, The Bees. Everyone loves The Bees. Number 3 on my list is Her by Harriet Lane. Now what immediately drew me to this book was the cover, because the big title of the book is actually part of the tagline, which is "You don't remember her, but she remembers you." I really enjoy sort of psychological thrillers like this book. It sounds very good. It's about 2 girls named Emma and Nina, and Emma doesn't remember Nina, but Nina knows Emma, so I'm guessing it'll explore why and how, but I'm really looking forward to this book. Again, quite a short read, not a massive book, so I'm hoping it'll be very good and hopefully won't take me too long. And for the last week in February, I'm going to read All the Bright Places by Jennifer Neven. Now, this book again was heavily recommended to me by a colleague. That sounds a very interesting read. It's about a boy and a girl who are at school together. It's about a boy who wants to take his own life and a girl who is devastated by the loss of her sister, and essentially how the girl wants to try and save the boy. I think it says here, the story of a girl who learns to live from a boy who wants to die. So it's supposed to be very good. I've heard only positive things about it. So I'm going to check this out hopefully, and it'll be my last read of February. Now my plan is to get them all read and do them as reviews on the channel, because I'm going to start a couple of books that might take me a little longer to finish. Now just before I started this channel I was powering through the Game of Thrones series, which I love so far. I really enjoyed them, but it's very heavy and takes a lot of time, so I wanted to read some different things in between and take a little break. So hopefully if I get my TBR list done for February, I am going to start a Dance with Dragons, both part 1 and part 2, and get them finished so I can get them done before the TV series comes back. I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, and hopefully I'll be able to get those read as well. Hopefully, probably by March. Now these are going to take up a lot of time, but this is why I'm trying to get a load of books read in February so I can keep all my reviews and stuff coming like that so the channel doesn't slack. That is my plan and I am sticking to it. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Give this a like or a comment. If you've read any of the books on my TBR list, let me know and we can chat about them. Don't spoil them for me. Please just tell me if you liked them, if you enjoyed them, if you didn't. I hope you are all well, and I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, and I will see you again on Thursday with a brand new video. Goodbye! So for this end of video bit, I'm going to change things up. I'm actually going to do a shout out to Jameboyy TV, who is a subscriber of mine, and I've chatted to him via Facebook and Twitter, and he's a lovely, lovely guy. He does awesome stuff on his channel. You should go and check him out. He always leaves me a comment on my videos, so James, if you're watching, hello. I know we haven't met in person, but hopefully that'll change soon because you live not that far away from me. And yes, you guys who aren't Jameboyy TV should go and check him out because he's cool. I apologise that in my last video I was seemed a bit down in the dumps But I just wanted to put something up, but hopefully this video makes up for it because I'm feeling good today and I wanted to film and I was excited, so that's why. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and my last video. Go check out Jameboyy TV, I'll link below, and yes, I hope you're well, and I'll see you on Thursday with a video, which I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, which is why I'm not going to spoil it for you. Okay, goodbye.